What is all this buzz about 3D printing? That is the same question I asked myself when I was still in the dark about this revolutionary technology. Then I made it my business to find out all I could about this tool, and from digital file to solid product on no time. Watch your ideas go from concept to actual physical products you can hold in your hands, literally, in a matter of hours, or days. Prototyping at its zenith, like we've never seen before. Even more, manufacturing to sales without worrying about the other steps in between? Think of this as a more complex version of the print-on-demand structure book publishers use today. Print the book when there is a demand, save warehousing costs, middlemen, proverbial hotcakes, with stocks increasing in value as the technology becomes more refined and useful. Advantages of 3D printing. Let us look at the advantages of 3D printing from the perspective of the consumer and marketer. 3D printing. With 3D printing, you can have a realistic visual in no time, save costs on replacements, save costs on manufactured goods, print from anywhere, print at any time, exercise your creativity, make money from your creations. 3D printing speeds up time to more. A big industry.